Stories. The original voice of Charlie Brown is silent. Peter Robbins, who brought the character Charlie Brown to life in Peanuts cartoon specials, has died. The California native was the first person to provide the voice of the beloved comic strip character, serving as the voice actor from age 9 to age 13. The voice of Robbins is featured in the TV classic A Charlie Brown Christmas, 1965.
I think there must be something wrong with me, Linus. Christmas is coming, but I'm not happy. I don't feel the way I'm supposed to feel. I just don't understand Christmas, I guess. I like getting presents and sending Christmas cards and decorating trees and all that, but I'm still not happy.
And it's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, 1966.
You must think I'm stupid.
Oh, come on, Charlie Brown.
No.
I'll hold it steady, please.
You just want me to come running up to kick that ball so you can pull it away and see me land flat on my back and kill myself.
Robbins was 65. Students at Ottawa High School are partway through setting up a school store where various items can be sold. Senior Noah McGinnis told the Ottawa School Board about the purpose of the store.
Our idea is that this will be a huge collaboration across a lot of different pathways through the school. So not only will woodshop, metals, a lot of different graphic design and web-page design classes come together, but this will generate wealth that we can put back into those certain pathways so that they could purchase more materials and tools that they can use.
The school store will begin setup plans at OHS within the next few weeks. Now for the exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast. Tonight, overcast with a low 24. Tomorrow, overcast with a high 42. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, overcast with a low 18. Friday, mostly sunny with a high 38. The extended forecast, Friday night clear with a low 20. Saturday, sunny with a high 54. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles per hour. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low 26. Sunday, sunny with a high 50. Sunday night, mostly clear with a low 26. And Monday, sunny with a high 58. I'm William Mayo, KOFO News.
Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas and radio home of Ottawa University Braves Athletics, welcomes you to this edition of Hoop Talk, our weekly chat with OU Braves head basketball coaches Tarnisha Scott and Aaron Siebenthal. You can join us live for Hoop Talk right now at Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley in South Ottawa. Hoop Talk is brought to you by Primetime Grill, Ottawa University, and KOFO. Now, here's your host for Hoop Talk, KOFO's Luke Queen.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Ottawa University Braves Hoop Talk. Luke Queen with you here tonight at the Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley, and talk a little bit of Ottawa University Braves basketball. Joining me tonight to open things up, a little special week for us here as all the coaches are out recruiting. They still have to do that during the season. And joining me tonight, a couple guys from the Braves men's basketball team, Joe Johnson III and Andre Jackson. Guys, appreciate you coming out tonight.
Sure, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, and it's a fun time to get you guys in to talk to you a little bit here. Is 5-game winning streak. You started the second half of the KCAC schedule. First half finished 6-6. Now sitting at 11-6 in conference, and we couldn't ask for a better start to the second half, including in that has been a couple wins here against a couple teams the first time around that that unfortunately took really close losses to in Kansas Wesleyan and Avila. We kind of talked about that a little bit, before getting started here. So, Joe, I'm going to kind of direct this towards you. What's, with Kansas Wesleyan and Avila a little bit, with those being losses earlier on, close losses, you lost those 4 games by a grand total of 12 points. Right. Those are the first 2. This time around, 10-point win Monday night at Avila on the road. Kansas Wesleyan last week took care of them 67-60 in a tough game. What was the difference, this time around as the first time around? Was there really any one thing you could point to?
We so used to playing up tempo and having like big points on the board, and so we got to realize different teams come with different like personalities with with transition on defense. They more physical, and so with K-Dub they more physical. So we got to play with them with that. So I think it was when we have like we so also like so big on playing like so fast, and sometimes we play slow sometimes. It's just different scenarios on the game situation, but with K-Dub, they just love playing physical, so we got to match that energy, to finish the game. So.
Absolutely, and they did play physical. That was one thing I definitely noticed us there. It was just how much more physical it was. A lot more fouls called, but still, I felt like I've seen it called a little bit tighter maybe in those situations. They're a big team. They do definitely compared to you guys, who I enjoy watching because of the transition and offense and defense that you guys do. But, K-Dub kind of slowed that down. And, Andre, just kind of turn it over to you, kind of take us through Monday night's game against Avila. And that time you're getting back to somebody, and you actually beat them at their place. They came down, took care, snuck away with a win down here in November. You go back up to Casey and take care of them. What was that, that game against Avila that just you guys got out to a pretty good-sized lead there. They kind of tried to fight back to you and then take care of it at the end. What was it against Avila that kind of this time around was just a little bit different?
We just, focused on our keys more. The first time we was a little, I guess you could say, sloppy playing against him. We just tightened up and then came out and had fun playing, actually. And the lead just boosted, the ball was running off.
And it's always great when the basketball goes in.
Yeah.
It makes it easier for you. Games that sometimes the ball just goes in, other times it just doesn't. But one thing about you guys is you guys always seem to find a way to put the ball in the hole. Coming up before the Kansas Wesleyan game, 94 points against Sterling, 105 against Tabor, 100 against St. Mary. Mm-hmm. Not usually a problem scoring the basketball until, K-Dub kind of slows things down a little bit on you, but that's just the style of play there. But let's go back. I bring this up to Coach Steve on a regular basis, too, and he always hates me for it, but we're going to do it again with you guys. Just a little different perspective. We talked about it before we came on. You're 15-8 on this season, 2 4-game losing streaks in there. You've avenged a couple of those here in the last few games, and then, let's not beat around it. I mean, Oklahoma Wesleyan's ranked number 4 in the country. Southwestern's in there receiving votes this week. Concordia, a darn good basketball team. Briarcliff has been playing their best basketball in the last month. You guys you've weathered those, and now you're coming back out 5-game winning streak and getting going here. Is it just kind of that the ball's going in, or what do you think it's kind of been that's really kind of turned this team? You guys you've had a lot of been there before. You guys are fifth-year guys really playing college basketball. What is it kind of turned it for you? Is it that leadership, that seniors that you guys have been, that you've been there through it, and you know what, hey, we're just going to go get out and take care of business, or has it been little changes along the way?
I think, us losing the first half, or not losing, but the streaks, they brought us together more as a team. And then, our motto coming into the second half was we got a fresh 12 conference game schedule. Let's come out and show them really what Ottawa Braves can do playing basketball. And so far, it's been so good.
And it's been a lot of fun to watch. I watch as many as I can and love to be out at the field house. And, because that place, even, as Steve always says, you need 2 people in a basketball to make it loud inside of Wilson Fieldhouse. And, so it's a lot of fun to watch you guys play there, but you've weathered that, and I like that, that 12 left and turning it around here. And Joe, kind of going to direct this over to you. We talked about how, the game tomorrow against Bethany. Bethany and you guys are now tied for fourth. They've got the 4 seed because of the win over you back in November. I mean, it seems like almost another season ago to us now, but, you can leapfrog them and take that 4 seed, and I know that that's probably a big goal because top 4 seeds get to host that first round game. So, kind of what's the mindset going into that Bethany game? Is it more not really revenge to come back, and beat them, but is it that step forward in the standings more than that revenge?
Oh yeah, at any time when we lose a game against another team, of course we're going to take out the revenge, but also, even though we sometimes we might not hit shots, but we got to learn how to stay together at all times, and so we have to be prepared for that, because now, especially with calls, we're not going to get all the calls we get, especially at home, and so we just trying to be prepared for that, and just be prepared for at all times, and so I think if we could just stay together, no matter what, I think the game is just going to take care. So I think we're going to be just fine. We just got to stay together. Yeah.
Well, I noticed, I've talked to Coach about this as well. A couple years ago, you guys were on that team that set the school record for most wins in a season, with the exception of one night had the exact same starting 5 out there every day. Well, this year that's not been the case, and got some new guys that are mixing in, with graduations from the last couple of years and things like that, and now, and including transfers. I don't want to forget about Tristan Hull and what stepping in and what Tristan's been doing for you guys this year. But it's again, those new guys and kind of getting that feel, and then a little adjustments that you've made. Has that benefited you guys as the season's progressed to kind of get more playing time with those guys?
I mean, before we always said, we got to spend time with each other off the court, so when it's game time, we actually know what to do, what we like to do, you know what I'm saying? So, I just think it started off the court, and so when we actually bonded together and then we actually had more team meetings as the players, I think it created more of an opportunity for us to be like, oh, yeah, we can be ourselves off and on the court, so I think it created a big thing for us just because we like playing for one another. And so I think it helps big time.
Chemistry,
yeah.
Chemistry, and I've seen it a lot, over really since the turn of the calendar, into January. You guys had a long break, but spent a lot of time where you didn't have classes after Thanksgiving, but you were still playing games, and you're still here in town, and, everybody else got to go home. And, I've seen it's something I've seen you guys be a part of for the last 3 years for sure is this team is one that seems to enjoy sharing the basketball with each other. And when your teammates on fire or something like that is, it seems like everybody enjoys giving them the basketball and not looking to make their own play, but letting that guy have his night or just keep feeding him because it's going so well.
Right.
And it seems like a lot of that's come, since you guys have had that time to really get together. Is that kind of what you're saying there, Joe?
It's just like when somebody's hot and when we sharing the ball, anybody can get hot. Anybody can score 20, 30 points. Anybody can score. So when somebody's hot, we just keep feeding to them. So like I said before, it's that chemistry that we started off the court. Just laughing, having a good time, and then shares on the court, it'd be like, wow, they actually share the ball. They actually want to see somebody else score just other than that one person. And so I think if we just keep doing that, I think we're gonna stop them. So.
All right, I'd like it, and Dre, I wanted to kind of bring you a little bit more in on this part of it because, you play, it seems to me, all 5 positions every single time I see you out there, and you defend all 5 positions every time you're out there. I know we don't have a whole lot of towering 6'8" guys, Tristan is 6'7", kind of taking the majority of that big man minutes, but you enjoy being that, because it looks like you enjoy kind of that challenge of getting down and banging with the big guys a little bit.
I just like playing, I like sitting in, doing my part. If I need to guard the big dude or the point guard or whoever, I do it.
Just want to be out there and
I just want to have fun and win games.
Play as many minutes as you possibly can, and I like it. Well, kind of midway through the season, Coach, kind of told me that, hey, we've changed up kind of how the substitution's going, and I like kind of the idea because now, you see more than just 5 guys getting starters minutes. You're really seeing more 7 guys getting that 20, 25, on there. Has that kind of helped you guys as you had weeks like this where you played on Saturday, turn around, you play Monday, play again tomorrow night, and then play again on Saturday? Has it kept your legs more fresh, or do you just, do you kind of feel like you're more fresh in the game since that little adjustment's been made?
Yeah, you could say it's good to, get breaks, get our teammates in there to fill our roles. Or, yeah, help us out, But, you could say it keeps us fresh, but I think it's more it's a team game, really, and, if somebody's tired, your brother has your back to come in and produce and be ready and, make plays that you would on the court or when you come in the next time in. So I think, by us playing everybody, it just helps us in the long run down the road when it's time to win big games and stuff. And, we might need somebody to step up that they can do it, and, they'll be ready to play when it's time.
All right, well, guys, we're going to take our first break. When we come back, we'll have more here with Joe Johnson III and Andre Jackson from Ottawa University Braves basketball. You're listening to Hoop Talk from here at the Primetime Grill in South Ottawa here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
It's the perfect combination of food, fun, and football. The Kent Kessinger Show, Tuesday nights at Primetime Grill. And that combination just got even better because now you can enjoy the show while you enjoy a blast from the past. Poncho's Super Cheese or Super Chili and Cheese Burrito. That's right, Poncho's Super Cheese or Super Chili and Cheese Burritos are back. And they're only at Primetime Grill on Tuesdays. Enjoy all of your other menu favorites, the full-service bar, and more at Primetime Grill, 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive. For game time and Poncho's Burritos, it's prime time.
Exergen wants you to know about an important study just released by the FDA. It confirms what the medical community has known all along. Non-contact thermometers are not accurate, and they fail to meet FDA requirements for accuracy in labeling. With new strains of COVID on the rise, we can't afford to tolerate the rampant false temperature readings from non-contact thermometers. You need Exergen thermometers because they are accurate and backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
My name is Darby Whitell. I'm from Ottawa, Kansas. I'm studying biology, and I'm a freshman at Ottawa University. I didn't expect how involved I would feel coming here. It's almost kind of like its own community. I'm very close with my family, like my parents, my brothers, my grandparents. They're all my big support systems, and they can come see my sporting events. Coming here was one of the best decisions I could have made.
The right decision for you is Ottawa University. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
And Doug.
Don't you just love the smell of old books? Shh, this is a library. Sorry, ma'am. We're looking for a book titled Liberty Mutual Customizes Your Car Insurance so you only pay for what you need. I don't think we carry that, but check nonfiction. He really does devour literature. Please leave. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Living in rural America, we know the value of agriculture and what it means to our families, our communities, our economy, to our country. It starts at home and it starts in school. Each year, FFA students in our area high schools are involved in activities that play a key role in the agricultural health and well-being for everyone, now and in the future. Coming to KOFO starting February 19th, you'll hear from those FFA students during National FFA Week and more about just what it means to them on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Are you dreaming of something greater, like getting a college degree but not sure how to pay for it? How about the satisfaction of serving and protecting your community during a crisis? The Kansas Army National Guard makes college affordable. Serving part-time lets you attend school full-time, while you take advantage of our education benefits that can help you graduate debt-free. The Kansas Army National Guard pays 100% of your in-state tuition. As a proud member of the Kansas Army National Guard, you'll also experience the personal fulfillment of serving your community during emergencies and natural disasters. Kansas Guard soldiers also receive valuable insurance benefits, steady pay, and learn skills that are in demand in the job market. To learn more about the many benefits that come with serving part-time in the Kansas Army National Guard, visit nationalguard.com/Kansas today. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard, aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And back here at the Primetime Grill, Luke Queen with you for Ottawa University Braves Hoop Talk. And here with me tonight is not the coaches, it's a couple players here from the Ottawa men's team. Joe Johnson III, Andre Jackson, and it's again, guys, I appreciate you being here. And we've kind of gone over, last couple games, some changes, as you had lost to a couple of them before. Again, another team coming in tomorrow night in Bethany. Big matchup is, we talked about earlier, could vault you guys into the 4 seed. And I know Coach Steve has said that in the past couple of weeks. And, that's kind of, hey, that's the goal, is to take that next step to get over the team in front of you. You got to, unfortunately, kind of take the guys down in front of you to get there, because that's the only way to climb the ladder in the KCAC. It's always a tough night, but I wanted to go back real quick, because I had said to Joe when he got here that he kind of got maybe a little bit screwed out of the KCAC Player of the Week this last week. Is a couple big games at Tabor and at St. Mary, 36 to 27 points respectively in those two ball games. I gave Coach Steve a hard time because he didn't know that the school record was 9 and 3s, and you had 8 against Tabor. And I had to look it up after the game because I didn't know at the time. But, gave him a hard time. He should know that and be able to get you another shot, because I'm sure your teammates would have loved to see you at least tie that record. But, when you're up by 20-something and, with a few minutes left, it's probably good to get the starters off the floor, let those guys down there at the end go. But, Joe, between Tabor and St. Mary, you had 27 at St. Mary, and a buddy of mine that was in the car, he was driving back, and he's like, against St. Mary, he texts me, and he's like, well, 7 minutes in, goes back to what he does best. He's already knocked down a couple. And, we kind of joked about when you got a hot hand like that, you get the ball. But, what does it feel like? I know you spend hours in that gym and you work on that shot. You've been doing it for years. But when you start getting in that zone, what does it feel like when you have a couple of those nights in a row?
And to be honest, I'll be working so hard on it, people don't really know. And so, when I'm in that zone, I just feel like nobody can really stop me, I be thinking I'm open every time, And because I remember when Ty passed me the ball, as soon as I passed that court, he gave me the ball. I was like, I'm shooting it. I'm shooting it. I don't care if we run the fence, I'm shooting it. But no, it's just when you put the work in and nobody really sees it, it really shows in the game. And so I just think you just keep working. Don't worry about what people say. Just keep working hard. It'll definitely pay off for sure. So at the end of the day, I just give glory to God at the end of the day, because he gave me this opportunity. So it's really awesome when you see your hard work paying off. So.
Absolutely, and I can attest. I will say that I did see a little bit of that off-season work after calling a volleyball match one evening, and everybody's tearing down and getting out of the gym, and there's Joe in there, and he's starting to take shots, and I saw you take about 8 of them. I don't think you missed a single one of them. So, and I'm not sure if maybe one of them might have touched some rim, but the other 7 went straight through the net. So,
on that series,
it was really impressive to watch. So, and then to back it up, first of all, I've seen it done one night, and then to do it again, even more impressive, which is a lot of fun. Andre, you've had a few of those yourself where it seems like you can, you find a way to score. You're not just, kind of a shooter. We talked about how you can play all 5 positions in any given night, or defend all 5 positions on any given night. But you actually mentioned to it earlier, is that you got a whole bunch of guys that can go for 20 on any given night. What makes that so much more fun is just to have that availability that the team can't key in on one guy. If it's not your night, like if it was when it was Joe's there against Tabor, think about did you make an extra effort maybe to get him the ball because you just saw it going in so much?
I actually threw him one and then set him a pick right after that, and he made. You remember?
That, yeah.
Right. It just makes it harder for us to guard and be, held to, I guess, less points than we've been getting so far. But when everybody can score it, whoever's hot, feed the hot hand.
And feed it, you did. I mean, I've seen it so many times. I don't know how many leading scorers you've had between, I know you two have both done it at least once, twice, and not just this year. It seems like that's been a trend. Is that just kind of because of the style of basketball that you guys have out there? Or can't just all be players. It's got to be a little bit of the style that the way that Steve and Phil McClintock has set it up to go.
Yeah, that's one of the things we have. They really preach on us, like sharing it and, getting our teammates involved, being happy for each other, having good chemistry. It just, like I said, it just helps when everybody can do it because, like you said, there's nobody to key on. There's points coming in everywhere.
And it is a fun brand of basketball to watch. I love being out at the field house for it, or putting it up on my tablet or my big screen at home when I can figure out how the technology works. But it doesn't always my place. But probably operator error, guys. But at least so but you got Bethany coming up. Went to Bethany. Bethany's one of the teams in conference that seem to have maybe a lot of change from personnel from last year, some new guys. As you guys are super seniors, which I love being able to call people that. I'm not going to be able to do that for very long. So, you guys get these super seniors here. It seems like Bethany brought in some new guys, because obviously I had never heard of before, and then they're winning player of the week and scoring 30. Was that a little bit of adjustment there early on, was to address kind of some different personnel that people had? Not only different personnel, but they weren't freshmen, they were juniors and seniors that were coming in to do that.
I think, we just take it game by game, whoever they bringing in that night, we key in on our players. So, we know they got two dominant bigs coming in tomorrow, so we're going to, I guess, adjust and play a different style of defense in order to accommodate to that. So, I guess each team, each year is going to have at least somebody or someone that's going to step up and do something different from last year after losing, seniors and stuff. So, I guess take it game by game, and whoever shows up in the court, we're going to have to give them our best.
Yeah, I think also coach always have us focus on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Because with the teams, of course we love the score and all that, but teams, love pack the paint, especially with Bethany. We like to get to their mid range, and so I think we just have to focus on the defensive end and lock in on the players, especially with Solomon coming in, got the player of the week. So it's confidence up there. So we just got to play as a team, and defensively, you just know that we got each other's back no matter what. So we just got to continue to play defense as a team, and everything's take care of itself.
And you guys have been doing just that, 5-game winning streak here, and I've always asked Steve is, what is it that you guys need to do? And he said, well, we just got to play our game. And one of the things I wanted to bring up before we end tonight is you guys are, first of all, the team is fantastic in transition. You're two of my favorite guys to watch in transition, and you do it differently. I always say that, Andre, you never look like you're going very fast, but you always outrun people to the other end of the floor. And somehow there you are making a layup, and I thought, how did he get there before that guy did? But it's so smooth and easy. I love to watch it. And Joe, it's some of the quickest dribbles and change of direction out there and blow by people. It's a lot of fun to watch. Is it that transition, getting it from the defensive end to the offensive end? Is, that kind of what this team's best at, or is it just kind of everything out there, sharing the basketball and being a team?
So, but the thing is, when somebody scores, our mindset is already, okay, we're going to get to the basket, just get to the other side of the rim, so it's just already like our mindset is we're trying to score, and then get ready back on defense. And so coach is always preparing us, I don't care who scores, we're gonna get the ball and we're gonna go. And so that's our mindset for right now, or before when I first got here. So I think we just keep doing what we're doing, like Coach was saying, playing our game, not worry about what the other team is doing. I think we'll be fine. So we just continue to do what we do, and everything will work out.
All right, and guys, I want to say we're going to have to wrap up your segments here tonight. We're going to come back here in just a few minutes. Got a couple players from the women's team here. Coach again. Coaches are out there recruiting and trying to find some new players and gonna do that. But Joe, Andre, I really appreciate you guys coming out tonight. Good luck tomorrow. Again, 8 o'clock scheduled tip after the women's game tomorrow against Bethany at Wilson Fieldhouse. And so anybody out there, remember, get to Wilson Fieldhouse tomorrow. And it should be a fun one. But guys, good luck and thanks again.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Ottawa University Braves Hoop Talk after this on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
My name is Jose Trejo. I'm a junior here at Ottawa University, and I'm currently studying exercise science. One of my favorite things about OU is that it's a small community, and coming from Western Kansas, where all there is small country towns, I felt right at home as everyone kind of just felt like family. It's a great community. It has a lot of support behind it, and most of the professors here are extremely well about getting you to understand the knowledge that they want you to understand.
Education for a lifetime at Ottawa University. To find out more, visit online at ottawa.edu.
When a nasty cold keeps you up all night, Vicks NyQuil Severe gives you powerful relief from your worst cold and flu symptoms, which changes a night that sounds like this into a night that sounds more like this. Ah, that's better. NyQuil Severe. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, sore throat, stuffy head, aching, fever, best sleep with a cold, medicine. Use as directed.
It's the perfect combination of food, fun, and football. The Kent Kessinger Show, Tuesday nights at Primetime Grill. And that combination just got even better, because now you can enjoy the show while you enjoy a blast from the past. Poncho Super Cheese or Super Chili and Cheese Burrito. That's right, Poncho Super Cheese or Super Chili and Cheese Burritos are back, and they're only at Primetime Grill on Tuesdays. Enjoy all of your other menu favorites, the full-service bar, and more at Primetime Grill, 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive. For game time and Poncho's Burritos, it's prime time.
The Rocket Mortgage Super Bowl Square Sweepstakes is back. Every score change will draw one winner from the square to win $50,000. Plus, 2 grand prize winners will win $500,000 they could use toward their dream home. Get in the game for free at RocketMortgageSquares.com. Rocket Mortgage, official mortgage sponsor of Super Bowl 56.
No purchase necessary. Legal residents of the 50 U.S. and D.C. of age. Majority ends 11/11/22. Equal housing lender licensed all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. The NFL entities have not offered to sponsor this promotion in any way.
Living in rural America, we know the value of agriculture and what it means to our families, our communities, our economy, to our country. It starts at home and it starts in school. Each year, FFA students in our area high schools are involved in activities that play a key role in the agricultural health and well-being for everyone, now and in the future. Coming to KOFO starting February 19th, you'll hear from those FFA students during National FFA Week and more about just what it means to them on 1220 and 103.7 FM. KOFO.
What3words.com is part of a new mapping system that the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center can use to determine your location. This system divides the entire surface of the Earth into a grid of 3-meter squares. Each square is assigned a unique sequence of 3 words that will never change. These words can be provided to emergency personnel to direct them to your exact location. Suppose you're in a large public area, such as a hiking park or stadium. An address might give the 911 dispatcher a general idea of where to find you, but What3words.com narrows that general idea to a precise spot. You can utilize this service online at What3words.com. That's What3words.com, or download the app for immediate access. The Franklin County Emergency Communications Center encourages parents to add the app to their child's phone and instruct them in how to use it. As always, if you have questions, the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center is here to help. This message is brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
And welcome back here to the Primetime Drill. Luke Queen with you for Ottawa University Braves Hoop Talk. Joining me now in our third segment, a couple members of the Ottawa University Braves women's basketball team. We got George Bianco and Haley Franklin. And, you know, George, you've been here for a little over a year now. Haley new this year, but some younger players who are getting a lot of minutes. And it's been kind of that way for most of the year for you guys. You know, just play a lot of minutes. You got a really young team this year, but, you know, coming close here and coming off with a tough loss on Monday, but against a Avila team receiving votes in the top 25 of the country going to their place. You know, not by 12, but a tough ball game. You know, just get I don't know if either one of you want to take the control on this one, but, you know, you play a tough team like Avila. You know, I saw Maddie Morgan, first player in Avila history to go over 2,000 career points. It's been a real good player in the KCAC for a lot of years now. You know, what is it going up against a team that's receiving votes and, you know, at their place, you know, as younger players, you know, COVID freshmen and true freshman, I guess is what we call them right everybody right now. So what is it like when you go up to Avila, you know, and take on a team like that that's playing well and that's receiving votes in the top, you know, in the top 25?
I feel like any given night, anybody can win in this conference. You really see the team stacked, but everybody's stacked this year. So anybody can win. It's about who wanted more, about who's going to go and get it.
Yeah, and you know, they're, like you said, any given night in the KCAC, I've seen, you know, I've grown up here, been watching KCAC basketball for a long time, and yeah, you're right. It's any given night. I've seen a lot of teams that upsets and things like that, but you know, good basketball all the way around. You've got Bethany coming in here tomorrow, and so just, you know, kind of give me a little bit about Bethany on the road down there. It was a 7-8 point ball game, if I remember correctly. I could probably go back and find it here. Got the schedule up, but you know, then again, at that point back in November, you know, a lot of freshmen, they're getting a lot of playing time and trying to get the team kind of getting going together in your first time through in the KCAC. You know, what is it maybe that's different? You know, here we are as we're getting about to turn into February, and that game was all the way back in November. What is it that's kind of changed since the last time you played Bethany?
I think the biggest thing is, like, we all kind of know, like, how each other plays now. And they kind of gel more now than we're back in November. And we all know, like, what everybody can do now. Like, we've all played each other one time. And, like, they know what we do. You know what they do. I think the biggest thing is just us playing together and playing well on both sides of the court.
And every week I talk to Coach Scott, and she just sits here and preaches to me about defense. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I can't help but point out, and I believe it was around that time that you played Bethany the last time, is, Haley, you actually won the KCAC Defensive Player of the Week award in that time, and, you know, kind of getting known at that point as for your defense, but I've seen that that's not all that you bring to the table. Yeah. You know, running the point and defending is obviously, but in scoring the basketball too, you know, kind of, you know, you're a freshman, and we're trying to kind of learn about you a little bit more here. So, tell me what, you know, brought you to Ottawa. What's your favorite part of the playing basketball? Is it the defense? Is it scoring? Is it, as a point guard, dishing it off and getting your teammates involved? What is it that you love about basketball?
I like defense, the defensive side more. I like to be able to shut somebody down rather than to score on them. Because everybody can score in college.
It's very true, and I have been researching a little bit about you guys in particular about where you come from, and you say everybody can score, and I believe that Jordan has one of the highest 3-point records in the state of Utah in high school, if I remember correctly. So obviously you can shoot it, and I've seen you do that here at Avila for a little bit. But you're in your second year. You got kind of a free year last year with COVID, so got quite a bit of game experience. What is it brought? Other than the fact you can shoot the 3-ball really well, I've seen you do more. But what is it about playing the game that is there a particular part of it, whether it be shooting and scoring, or is it just playing the game?
Obviously, I do love to shoot, but it's just playing the game. Like, I love both ends of the floor because anything can happen. You can make a great defense play, you can make a great offense play. I just love the game in general. Like, it's just fun to me. Like, I love playing basketball. It's fun. All
right, and, so Bethany, you saw the first time around. Any keys to tomorrow night that we're going to look for, or is it just more of you guys doing what the coaches have got you, playing the defense that they want you to play? I like how you guys change up your defenses. Is that, or is there somebody to key on when Bethany comes down tomorrow for you, or is it just go do your jobs and things will probably work out?
I think the biggest thing is for us to put an offensive and defensive game together tomorrow. Because we have games where we play really good offensively, but we can't shut things down, and we have games where we play really good defensively, but we can't score the ball. I think the biggest thing for us is to put a full 40 minutes of offense and defense together, and we'll come out with a win.
All right. We've kind of joked about it. I asked you before we came on if you had recovered yet from the longest basketball game of your careers when you went 55 minutes over at St. Mary, and I joked with the coaches last week. Otto, goes up to St. Mary and comes home with over 200 points in a single night. It's pretty impressive for a university. What kind of about that game, free throws late, your legs got to be tired. Haley, you hit some big ones in that third overtime. What is it about a game like that maybe, first you're going to be tired, of course, that night after you're done, but what is it maybe that can kind of push you forward knowing that you were able to kind of get it done at the end of that going forward? Is that something that can spring you ahead?
It's like a team win. Everybody fought for it. We had a lot of players playing more minutes because we had fallout, so much overtime, people tired. So it's like everybody know they're going to fight for it. We're going to fight for it as a team.
Jordan, anything to add to that? Or
I think they hit it on the nail. We just came together, fought for it, and everybody just came out with a win together.
It absolutely was. A couple Kenesha Payne and Kennedy Bianco both fouling out. I know Kenesha's, I think Kennedy's was just into the first overtime, or was it right at the, there were so many minutes played, I kind of lost track of which one it happened in, but, you lose a couple players who play a lot of both minutes. You guys do the same, but able to finish that one off with a big win. Played some tough competition around here. The KCAC is kind of really stacked up hard on the women's side this year, and sitting here now, I know 5-12 probably not where you two want to be. I could guess that, but still with some time to make up some ground, get yourself into the playoff, and see what can happen in there. Just never know once you get to the tournament. Well, ladies, we're going to take our first break, and when we come back, we'll have a little bit more here with Jordan Bianco and Haley Franklin of Ottawa University's women's basketball team. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves Hoop Talk on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
My name is Darby Whitell. I'm from Ottawa, Kansas. I'm studying biology and I'm a freshman at Ottawa University. I didn't expect how involved I would feel coming here. It's almost kind of like its own community. I'm very close with my family, like my parents, my brothers, my grandparents, like they're all my big support systems and they can come see my sporting events. Coming here was one of the best decisions I could have made.
The right decision for you is Ottawa University. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
And Doug.
Don't you just love the smell of old books? Shh, this is a library. Sorry, ma'am. We're looking for a book titled Liberty Mutual Customizes Your Car Insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I don't think we carry that, but check nonfiction.
He really does devour literature.
Please leave.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
It's the perfect combination of food, fun, and football. The Kent Kessinger Show, Tuesday nights at Primetime Grill. And that combination just got even better because now you can enjoy the show while you enjoy a blast from the past. Poncho's Super Cheese or Super Chili and Cheese Burrito. That's right, Poncho's Super Cheese or Super Chili and Cheese Burritos are back. And they're only at Primetime Grill on Tuesdays. Enjoy all of your other menu favorites, the full-service bar, and more at Primetime Grill, 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive. For game time and Poncho's Burritos, it's prime time.
When a nasty cold keeps you up all night, Vicks NyQuil Severe gives you powerful relief from your worst cold and flu symptoms, which changes a night that sounds like this into a night that sounds more like this. Ah, that's better. NyQuil Severe. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, sore throat, stuffy head, aching, fever, best sleep with a cold medicine. Use as directed.
Living in rural America, we know the value of agriculture and what it means to our families, our communities, our economy, to our country. It starts at home and it starts in school. Each year, FFA students in our area high schools are involved in activities that play a key role in the agricultural health and well-being for everyone, now and in the future. Coming to KOFO starting February 19th, you'll hear from those FFA students during National FFA Week and more about just what it means to them on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. To test your home, check with your local agricultural extension office for an inexpensive home test kits or find a certified professional per Kansas state law to test during a real estate transaction. Consider building radon resistant for your new home. Call 1-800-693-5343 or visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Yeah, welcome back here to Primetime Grill. Luke Queen with you for Ottawa University Braves Soup Talk, our last segment here of the night. Still with me, Jordan Bianco and Haley Franklin from the women's team. And, you know, Jordan's been here. This is your second year at Ottawa anyway, and really still considered a freshman because of the free year last year. Haley, really first trip here. Haley, got to start with you here. Just let everybody know a little bit about Haley Franklin besides just basketball player at Ottawa University. From where in Louisiana?
I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and came here majoring. We talked about is engineering. What is it about engineering that kind of gets, interests you to go that direction?
I want to be a chemical engineer, actually. I like to solve problems, and I'm always good at science, chemistry, and math has been one of my top subjects.
All right. Yeah, you're going to be smarter than I am, for sure. Chemical engineering, wow, that'll be a lot of work. But, so, obviously playing basketball, you love to play the game. And to come out of Louisiana and here you are in Kansas, how you liking our weather these last few weeks?
It's real cold up here. We're not used to this where we from.
No, not down in the Baton Rouge area. You're probably not getting this type of weather. Getting a little bit more rain than we might get, but it's not the cold.
No.
Not the cold. And Jordan, as I said, this is your second year here. Not only do you play on the basketball team, but you're on the women's golf team as well.
Yeah.
And we talked about it. You were exercise science major, and so what? Kind of, I don't know, interests you in that gets you going?
I've always been interested in like the medical field and just that aspect. And I chose exercise science. I want to be able to be a physical therapist just because I want to still be able to work with athletes and stuff. When I'm done being an athlete myself, I know that's not going to last forever. That's a way for me to still be able to connect with people and stuff like that in the sports world.
Well, I'll tell you, as my age, your athleticism, yes, it might not be on the basketball court, but you can find other ways. You already got a good start there as a golfer because I still consider myself being an athlete for doing that. But, you got, that's really cool. You come from where it's Utah.
Yeah, I'm from Price, Utah. It's a really small town. It's smaller than Ottawa, so Ottawa's a little bit of an upgrade. Not much, though, not much.
And Bryce, Utah now, out in Utah, you, depending on where about you are, you do get the cold and the snow. That doesn't.
No, it doesn't bother me.
Not going to bother you like it does Haley.
No,
it's coming from the south.
It's just colder in Utah than it is here, so it's not that bad here.
Well, there's a different perspective on what we're dealing with. I thought it was very cold this morning when I went to go out first thing, and when I saw 0 on my thermometer, I was a little worried. But well, we're glad that obviously you guys are here playing at Ottawa, and hoping you're enjoying the experience and continuing. Because I kind of threw it out to coach that hey, I wanted a couple of younger players to come in because kind of the foundation being built here with getting you two here and kind of the point guard and the shooting guard, and as a 5'9" kid, they didn't let me play post either. So it's always good to talk to fellow guards when I get people in here. But we've got just a little bit of time here. You've got what would it be, about 9 games left? There's actually 7 games left in the regular season here. Sitting outside of that playoff spot. I just kind of want to throw it out there. What are you guys looking for that, other than you guys just got to go out and win a couple games to get into that playoff? But, kind of what is it that you think you need to do to get those victories in these last few ball games and get yourself into the KCAC tournament where anything can really happen?
I think the biggest thing is that we just need to play together as a team and stay as a unit throughout these last 7 games. So it's going to be tough because it's like do or die right now. Like, we have to win. But I think the biggest thing is we just play for each other and, persevere that we'll be successful.
Yeah, I think we're in a battle right now. We're going to have to come out and dig out a win some way. If we don't have time to take too many more L's fighting for a spot right now.
And unfortunately, I think, one of those came via you had to forfeit because of conference rules with that Oklahoma Wesleyan, so it kind of puts you a little bit, it puts you back just a little bit where, and my gosh, you didn't play a game for what seemed like to me about a month, because of that cancellation, that forfeiture there, and last game had been in December, so, it was good to actually get you back once you guys got going. It's, you're right there on the verge, and, just need to get a couple of those wins to get some teams coming, in here late, and I can get it taken care of. So, good luck to you there. Anything different going tomorrow against Bethany, or is it just more of the same? You're going to get full court pressure tomorrow, up in full court man, half court traps. Well, I don't think Bethany's listening, so we won't get given away anything.
I think it's more of the same. We got to move at a faster pace as a team, and we got to find a way to rotate on defense. It's more talking, communication. We just got to come together.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to, seeing what comes in the next few weeks for you. Obviously, this has been a busy week with, thankfully you got a game on Wednesday that took 55 minutes, and then you got to have an extra little day with Saturday, Monday, Thursday, Saturday.
Yeah.
So a busy 7 days with 4 games for you all. So, get rested up. Good luck tomorrow. Good luck again on Saturday. When you travel to Bethel on Saturday. But more importantly, tomorrow, 6 o'clock, inside Wilson Fieldhouse. Everybody out there listening, don't listen to Casey Weeder, even though he does a great job on the call. Get to Wilson Fieldhouse, support these ladies, and then follow it up. The men's game after that is about 8 o'clock. But that will wrap it up for us here at Primetime Grill for Ottawa University Braves Hoop Talk. You've been listening to us here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.